we're continuing with the wood panel. I did blow one out, put Floetrol and some polyurethane, which this one I've just brushed on, whereas the other one I flooded. Now it's still drying, but the flooding is actually quite thick and muted, and I don't think it's going to really sparkle until it's maybe got some resin or varnish over the top of it. But this with the Dutch pour, so this is what I'm doing. So what I used was Deep Sea by Global and Global Antique Gold by Global. We have Hooker's Green. We have Pebeo Iridescent Green Blue, which is gorgeous. You can, like, I don't know whether you can see that shimmer, like in here a little bit. And this Deep Sea, but the shimmer and the gold, and this lovely olive green, which is just it's a crafty colour, Bunnings. But I've never seen this. It's such an unusual olive colour. I think it's gorgeous. And another shimmer I've got in here is some mica soap made on eBay. So they're my colours. I'll show you the tubes, but this is the effect. So very organic and green and foliage looking, which I think will go lovely in some interiors. I've taped the sides and the back. What I think I'm going to do is, when I take this tape off, I'm going to paint gold around the edge, and then I'm going to varnish over the whole thing. So get these colours out the way. Our Hooker's Green, our olive, Pebeo. Alright, so looking at I use Canella Sirocco's Dutch pour mix. Most of them are basically 2 parts Floetrol to 1 part paint, I find, and I don't add the water unless it's particularly thick. That's the Hooker's Green. And this is the Global Gold. I don't know whether you can see down here on my table, but the gold, when it dries, is amazing. It's so bright. You can see on the top of it's the closest I can get to 24 karat gold. I've tried buying the 24 karat gold. So we've got the lovely the Hooker's Green, the gold, Deep Sea, Green Blue by Pebeo, again the Boyle Crafty colour from Bunnings in the olive green, the soap made mica, which is called Jade, but it's a beautiful pale iridescent shimmer. Oh, and there's another one, Amsterdam Pearl Green. I added that on there as well. Haven't got a Dymo like Canella. I've got a Dymo, but I keep forgetting to buy paint. So that's my colour palette. So it's very organic. I want it green, so it can introduce some green into someone's interior. Not everyone is great looking after indoor plants. They have artificial plants. Which order did these go in? I think that's the order I had them. Yeah. The olive, then that. Yep, that's right. The green and the gold, Hooker's Green. So what I'm going to do, this is a polyurethane. Now last time I flooded it, and I did take a photo with the wet results, but I don't know whether you can see this beautiful feathering that happened blowing into the Floetrol and the polyurethane. It was beautiful. As you can see, it's still not dry, and of course a bug dropped in it, even though I had a picnic net over it. So what we're going to do this time, I just want to use this a little bit more. Brushing, making sure you haven't got any goobers, and I've actually got a beanie on today because I noticed the other day that I had a couple of hairs for the very first time, and I've got hair halfway down my back, but I've never actually had a problem. Now this is just polyurethane. As the wood grain, and I'm just building it up slowly so I've got a nice covering on there. I don't want it too thick and create too many bubbles, but I want a good layer. I just think because this polyurethane also seals the wood, but it's also going to create a lovely base for the Dutch pour paints to flow over. Now last time I did, see, I've got to be careful because I'm getting little bucket. I'll have to wash that out. Okay, moving right along, and I have got, because it is only a 30 centimetre round. Got my laptop on the side here, and I'm hoping, is this going to reach? Yep. Okay, so I've got my world's smallest blower, because it is, as you can see, the proportion, the size of the round, so I don't want too much. Now, as you can see, we've got lots of bubbles there. I really shouldn't have shaken the can. The other one, I'm just doing this one because it's quite fluid, the polyurethane, and the paint actually slides across on it. The other one I did actually mix the polyurethane and Chromacryl clear gel medium, but it's just got that little bit too thick covering on it, and this one I want to see if it's a bit. So last time I went here and I had a wispy bit, so this time I think I'm going to do 2 branches from the bottom going up this way. Give all these paints a shake. Oh gosh, that deep sea is really full. Okay, so here we go. Wish me luck, guys. Alright, here we go. Going up this way. This way. And this way. I don't want to put too much. I did put quite a generous bit of gold, but it wasn't quite as much gold. Everyone keeps saying, oh, gold takes over, but you know, this is flowing lovely on this polyurethane, and I really like, I've blopped everywhere there, but really it doesn't matter. We're going to blow that out, so I'm not going to stress too much. Okay, this deep sea is a lovely, it's a lovely designer, and like, I like bringing the outside in. I like my my art pieces to actually reflect the latest interior colors. You know, a lot of people have blues and stuff, but I'm not a fan of pinks and oranges and everything. I'm more of a, now that should be nice. Green blue by Polyurethane. And then we've got our this olive green. Now, I really hope this polyurethane is thick enough to blow out. I hope so. Don't know how I'd go scraping it. Okay, there's our iridescent mica by Soapmade. I buy the soapmade.com, but they actually have an eBay store, and I think it's about $3 or $4 for a 10-gram bag, and I make them up in little tubs with gel medium and a little bit of isopropyl alcohol, just to wet it down ever so slight. Now, and then once I mix these micas up with the alcohol ink and the gel medium, I store them in tubs, write the name, and I have been starting, when I remember, to actually write down exactly what my different colours are, so I can see as a dry reference. So I keep them, so I turn the micas into paint and I keep it, but it hasn't got, it's not mixed with Dutch pour. So if I want to make my Dutch pour bottles up, I assume that this is paint, and I'll do, say, 30 grams of this, 60 grams of Australian Floetrol. So this has been sitting here a while. It's starting to absorb in there. When the other one was drying, it was so lovely. You know, the fluidness. Oh, there goes my oh, what's gone wrong? Something's put on my lights is dimmed. Hopefully we've got enough light. All right, we'll go down this way first, and then I'll go up there, and then I'll go up there. So coming down. There's a lot of green there. Oh, this is actually covering a lot better. The other one was a thicker surface, like thicker pillow of the background. I don't know. I think I like the other one. It's more fluid. But anyway, we'll see. See how we go. It's not moving as much into the transparent, you know. Let me see if this works. Oh, there we go. Take the end off. As I said, I'm plugged into my laptop. very blobby, this one. Way too much paint. Way too much paint. What does one do? Okay, I think I do. I've got some of my mix here. Oh, give this a go. This is my polyurethane mix that I poured on my other one on the base. What do we got to lose? It's just paint, yeah? Oh, see. That's just extending it. That's gonna, that will dry clear. It's just breaking those colours down. Where's my stick gone? It's looking really blobby. Okay. Take two. This is being scraped. Good. I did actually paint this with polyurethane and it's dried, so it's pretty easy. It's already smooth because it's been, the wood's been sealed. Okay. Take two. Oh, no, I should have put gloves on. Hot mess. Alright. I'm going to save this. I'm going to do the same thing and we're going to flood it. Same as the other one. Although this one, the other one I flooded twice. I flooded the base coat and then when I did the base of the Dutch pour, I flooded that. Here we go. Baby wipes. The saviour. This will work. Oh, look at that. See? If you seal your wood panel, look at that. Ha, there you go. Hey, beginner's luck. It's the first time I've ever wiped it. But, good learning lesson. It's good to seal the wood for this effect. Because, oh my God, I can't believe that. Look at that. Look at that. Oh my God. It's completely well, everyone else across the Pacific, I'm in Melbourne, everyone across the Pacific is all in, what is it, Dallas, the Fluid Art Experience. So no one's even going to see my video. But anyway, someone's got to keep you entertained. If you can't make it, I can't make it over there either because I'm in Australia. Alright, so what I'm going to do is do what I did last time. Get a little cup, that should be the right quantity. So, okay, that's about half, maybe a little bit more. Okay, and I don't know, it's about half, well, it's probably a little bit too much, isn't it? not as engineering like Canella's recipe. Canella's recipe I measure because, but however, I'm using Australian Floetrol. But all my Dutch pours, I get really good results using Canella's recipe. I just don't add the water. All right, so we've got a bit of a concoction here. This is going to work. Okay. Good squirt of gel. So we're thickening that polyurethane, so we get a good, nice, good flow of paint. Mix that gel in. You'll see how amazing the paints actually throw. Can't believe I was able to wipe that off. I think that's a first. I think that's a magic tip. Hot fluid art tip. Wooden boards. Seal it first. Alright, so we watch the boogers. So look, see, it's a mound on a mound now. So I've turned it into like a paint consistency as opposed to like a thin varnish. Like if you're doing a bench top or something, you probably do 3 or 4 coats of that polyurethane and get a lovely smooth finish. So now we've got the Floetrol. I did exactly the same as, but I use this cup because this is how much I need. I could get it. Got so much mess. Find sometimes, do you guys have the same problem? Some colours just leave a hell of a mess everywhere. Alright. Around the edges. Now, when this goes on, it's not going to be like when I applied it with that sponge brush. That sponge brush I just wash out with dishwashing liquid really quickly. Alright. There. Alright, nice and clean. Here we go. Good. Alright. Take 2. Here we go. This is polyurethane. Oh, my lights are going up and down. I think they're adjusting to the brightness of the room. Okay, just give it a little bit of a spin. Where the wood grain goes now. I can't tell. Oh well, doesn't matter. It's wood grain. As you can see, it's really quite white, but as I said, it'll dry transparent. And just see a bit of the wood grain, but those bubbles are popping nicely. I can see the wood grain ever so slightly. Make sure all those bubbles. You don't want to do it too much because you don't want to get a skin on it. Oh, there's another bubble coming up. I have got this completely level actually. I've got sticks underneath. It's been, the other one is, I just burnt something. Okay, alright. I'm going to not be as heavy on the paint this time. Alright. This is actually going, it's going to actually, you can see it gold. And the last one. And there's our gold. Better. I put way too much paint on that other one. I can't believe it. I was getting a bit excited. Thought I was on my way to the fluid art experience. Oh, I'd love some sponsorship to or something. And this one swims really lovely in that polyurethane and the Floetrol with the gel. Wait till you see this. Alright, we've got our... You always put your finger on those squeeze bottles. I get these squeeze bottles on eBay, a pack of 10. Every couple of weeks I buy myself, or every 3 weeks or once a month or something, I try and invest in paint here and there. I use a lot of Monte Art, but I just discovered, like, as soon as I saw this olive in Bunnings, I thought, oh my god, that is beautiful. Got to tell Julie about that colour. Julie Katz of pouring her, she pours her little heart out. I just was watching her struggling getting her little crystal votive things out of the moulds, and I thought, no, if you've got arthritis or stiff hands, she had awful trouble trying to get it out, get the resin out of the mould. And I thought, don't think I'll go. I'll stick to what works. I must say that was the first Dutch pour I've actually scraped. I'll just move. Oh, I'm moving my laptop over here. You know, here's one to my kids. Oh, be careful my laptop. You know, you just sat on a car. Okay. All right, here we go. Go down this way first. Stop. I've got bubbles. You can already see those cells from that beautiful, this deep sea. The blue, it's a bluey, oh, it's a gorgeous colour. One of my favourite colours. I nearly dropped it in there. Look, yeah, it's very fluid, so you've got to be careful because it'll just, see, look, just goes swimming. See all the layers and it, the way it flows. Right, up this way. Bit more. Bit more. There we go. Oh yes, gold, gold, gold. That's what I want. Bit more petal there. Now that's going, it will level. I don't know whether, should I spin it? No, I don't want to do that. Right, I'm holding this right back because as you can see, it's just, the paint is just swimming through that Floetrol and the gel. We're getting a bit chaotic here. I think that's enough with that. The kids have all, big kids, have all Isn't that beautiful? Almost reacts a bit like a cell activator. It makes everything flow, but as you can see in here, I've blown it apart. Balance out. Got some bubbles. We've got some lacing happening in there. Look it all up here. Look at that. It's gorgeous. Now this is going to take a few days. We've got some nice weather, but you know, it's organic. I want it to look organic, like an indoor plant. This beautiful lacing. And the other one looks gorgeous too down the bottom with the little bit of gold. This gold, it almost, I'll pick the other one up. Oh, my goodness. This other one, you can see where the gold, like here, and it dries transparent. But see, the paints are, they're swimming on top of each other. So you've got this beautiful, almost 3D effect like you normally get when I see people doing resin. I've got a box of resin there, but I haven't tried resining. I haven't resined any of my art pieces, but there's an interior shop. Not far from me, and now I'm just going to use my stick with what's on there that I used for the base. Just going to do a Rinsky downer here. Okay, come on Rinsky. There we go. Happening on its own. Look at that. All that white is actually going to dry clear. I talk to the artists, listen to all their tips in my head as I'm doing. All the big canvases. I can't afford to do big canvases. This is a Montmartre panel board. There we go. I'm really happy with that. Oh look, we've got some little gold cells. It just looks like a monstera or one of those, you know, beautiful indoor plants. This is going to dry absolutely gorgeous. I'll turn it around so it's the right way up. I see this is the base, the trunk. It's got a little bit of gold on the outside there, so it's got a bit of a base for the greenery to flow up. So guys, I hope you like my technique. I've never seen anyone do it before. The only other one was Christina Welch. She was using some like pearlescent sort of paints, like these bluey greens, but it was like, I think it was pink, purple shot. I think there was an apricot one, a purpley one. Yeah, she done, I can't remember whether it was 2 or 3, and she done the rounds and was sitting them aside to do another video and come back, and she was going to do Floetrol and do a Dutch pour over it. But I thought, no, I don't want to ruin the wood panel. I want to see the organic textures and in the timber. I'll show you. At Bunnings is this. It's quite thin. It's about the same weight as that. It's pine, 45 area, pi r square for you. Quantity of paint. It does say here, because you know people buy these tabletops and bench tops and tables, and then they buy legs and stuff like that. But it does say down here in the instructions, when you take the plastic off, make sure you seal it both sides, the edges, and it's spliced. But like, everyone has timber in their home, no matter what colour they've got. You know, you can't go wrong. I think just let the wood shine, leave it organic, and see what this one looks like. Anyway guys, thank you so much. I hope you catch up. This is only my second video, but I've been so nervous because when I launched my channel, I wanted to make sure I felt I was good enough. Even though I've been an artist all my life, graphic artist and on computers, and it's been a long time since I got messy with paints. But you know, I can do 3D modelling and visual photorealistic rendering from 3D models and all sorts of things like that as an interior designer. But colour palettes, to me, you know, with design, you know, and you're looking for a particular client. Another tip is I go through magazines, and I go through like Golden Days and inspiration of what you know, the latest decor. You know, you know, House and Garden magazine. Look at that for inspiration. Tell me, I don't know, can you see that? This wall here, there's a blank wall there on the side of the kitchen. It could be an enclosed door, but you could still fix this panel. But this it would fit in that interior. You know, like any of these. Like if you're doing you know, because I've been a professional artist all my, you know, it's the client's brief. Now, if they've got a particular room, get them to take a photo of the wall, what sort of couch they've got, what room it is it a lounge room, is it, you know, bathroom, you know, you've got everything here, you've got bathroom, and then over here you've got external. So having something like this inside, it brings the outside in. So the whole theory, and I love these, look, architectural drawings, yay, I do that. Well, I haven't for a while, but yeah, COVID has destroyed a lot of us. But you know, like the Massey boys, I reckon the Massey boys could do something absolutely gorgeous, like that Doona cover and the plush hot pink and the purple wall, like some of the pieces that the Massey Art boys do, Massey Art Studios, Jeremy and Lee. It'd be like, that's you know, and who's the other artist I've just been? Oh, Nate Bright. He loves these colours too. He loves these pinks and purples, and JMO. So, you know, just a tip. If you're doing art, do it for a purpose, to have a plan, get an inspiration, and actually follow. Like, I just had this magazine there, and that's my inspiration. Nearly everyone's, like, the house across the road, they've recently renovated. They've got a sign out the front of their house, and it basically looks like this. Timber floors, white on white, marble, greenery. What else? Ta-da! Beautiful. And you can also like sit, like a lot of styling these days, because I worked in a professional photography studio, and a lot of large artwork now, they don't actually hang it. I'm trying to find one in this magazine, but they actually stand the art up, like, oh, here we go. Here's a small little photo here, an example what they do. They actually stand the large pieces up on a piece of furniture, because a lot of rental properties, you're not allowed to put hooks, so they display in all the big warehouse apartments. That's how they style their spaces with artwork, is they don't actually drill anything on the walls, but you know, the colour palette, you just by yourself, you know. House and Garden magazine, easy, inspiration, instant. Okay guys, thank you. I hope I've inspired you, hope I've given you some ideas where to look for inspiration, and how I get my colours. And it's just about thinking outside the box and using different things to give you, like, you can see how this has flowed compared to when I brushed it on and I just wiped it off, because I'd already put a coat of this polyurethane. You can use the bench top cabinets as well, but it's basically the water base, and I just wiped that off with a what I'll do, I'll just get you down. Excuse me, I'll keep you down. Look at some can you see the detail? This detail here, it's gorgeous. Like, and the shimmer is going to look absolutely beautiful. Now what I will do, and this is the right base, it's almost like a tree. This is my Kmart shelf, got my Mont Art, you've got premium, I've got some Liquitex up there, I've got my extreme sheens. Oh, I'd love it if someone I posted something on Facebook last Christmas, like a Montmart, like a whole series of these paints that they had gift sets, and I put it on there, like, if anyone's thinking about Christmas inspiration, I'd love one of these, but I didn't get a single, you know, really, $3-4 bucks. What better Chris Crindle present can you do than that? Even even a tube of Amsterdam, or, you know, satin enamels. But I get my satin enamel effect. I add this to my white. You don't need satin enamel. If you've got titanium white, add some polyurethane. It's enamel. You've already got paint. You've got pigments. That's why these are flowing so lovely. They've got this. They've got Floetrol paint. Simple. Okay guys, thank you. I don't look the best, I'm in my painting clothes. Have a good time, have fun at Fluid